I don't know what's going on with that. Got an eyeball. Says it's online again. I don't know what's going on with that. Been having problems with it. Thanks for the update. Yeah. I think I got it fixed now. I think we're back online. That's crazy. Well, technology. Anyway, let me show you this real quick. I just want to. It was so cool. I just never, I haven't ever done this before. You know, been able to open up my Neuroshima with all of the factions there and present it in this way. So let me show you this real quick. So here's my Neuroshima box, right? I open it up. We got the rules right there. We got the FAQ. There's even this, which we need to get into. This is the campaign thing. So I think maybe next week we can talk about the campaign and what that offers. And then you've got all these factions. So you hand these to them. Look at all these. You hand all these to them. Now I got one other one called the Beasts, right? So this is the other one. But I hand all these to them and say, which one do you want to be? And they get to look through these guys and figure out, you know, what they think would be cool to play. Pretty awesome. So I hand them that. Then I pull out the old game board, nice 2-layer game board, and sit it down. And then here's everything you need. We just sit that right next to the game board and we're ready to go. We pull out the whole stack and play the game. And I never felt, I don't know, more proud to own Neuroshima Hex than to have this. It was pretty awesome. Now, one thing I did do, because I already have my copy of the Beasts, it's one of the perks that I have as being a Portal streamer is that, you know, they sometimes send me early copies of things. So I actually got a copy of Beasts. And what I did is I took Doomsday out, since everybody says Doomsday's OP anyway. So I took Doomsday out and put Beast in. So I've got all the factions there. I got the special markers in here, got the nets up at the top, and got the bullets or wounds up here, and boom, we're ready to play. It's just, there's something about it. I've just never got to do that before, and it is really nice and totally worth getting the box. Now, I don't know how many boxes are left in stock. If you don't have one, I think that this is the way to go. It is super cool. Kamaraski, you just play in the app all the time, I guess. It is really cool to be able to sit that down with everybody and play all the factions, have those available to you. Super cool. I sold quite a few of those to absolutely new to Neuroshima Hex gamers. And they really loved it. They were like, I showed it to them and I said, and here's all the factions you can go in. And these people never played Neuroshima Hex before, said, I want to go all in. And so we set them up. So so I think it's time to play a game. What do you think? Let's play a game. All right, all right, all right. Let's do something here. Oops, gotta unlock my phone. There we go. All right, create a game. Right now we've got our 4 factions. By the way, just so you know, if you hadn't heard, the plan is they're going to start releasing one army, at least one army every month. And I think that's going to start in September or November. So, yeah, hey, listen, I played 11. 11 is awesome. I really, really enjoy it. You've got a great Euro game on the front end. And then it culminates in this really cool little mini game, which is the soccer game itself. And I really enjoy it. If you liked Pret-a-Porter, then I think that this game is, I think it's better than Preta. That's my opinion. I think it's a better game than Pret-a-Porter. And I think it's fun. The mini game at the end of Pret-a-Porter is the fashion show, and the mini game at the end of 11 is this cool soccer thing where you compare and try to score goals, and you can use special abilities and whatnot and gain victory points. I just think that that's super cool. It works out really neat, and I enjoy that a little more than I did Pret-a-Porter, which of course Pret-a-Porter kind of it took me by surprise because I didn't think I'd like it either. But both games are really good. 11, I can guarantee, it is a better game than Pret-a-Porter, and that's a pretty big compliment because I like that game quite a bit. Yeah, Komorowski, they're getting a lot of feedback from people. It's pretty cool. Of course, you know, we can't take everybody's feedback into account, or we can't implement everyone's feedback. We can take it into account, but we can't implement everything. But I think it's going to be super smooth. When we get done with it, there's going to probably be different modes you can play with, whatnot. One of the things that I found with 11 that was neat about it for me is people were asking how long the game was. And it's like, well, it's fairly long if you play all the teams. So there's quite a few teams. If you look at the dice, you'll notice that some teams are green, some are blue, and some are red. And green are the easiest, blue are sort of medium, and red are the hardest teams. So you can take out some teams to make it shorter. You can have easy teams in there, or make the ratio of easy teams to hard teams, whatever you want it to be. You know, you could just play a short game of, say, 3 or 4 easy teams and just kind of get used to the mechanics and working your team. And then you can start adding difficulty and making a longer game. So I like that aspect of it, and it's something that maybe it's not directly in the rule book that way, or it isn't right now, but it's something that I think is a great selling point of this game. You can make it adjustable, customizable very easily. So yeah, there's a thing on GameFound where you can switch it to U.S. currency. I think you click actually where it has the currency, you click on it and you select a different currency. I think that's how that works, Ruby. So anyway, let's get started. I got everything set. We got it set on hard because I'm ready to play. Hey, look, Dutch Yoda shows up just in time. Hey, Dutch. So, all right. We are the Borgo. Let's see what we can do. Borgo's got the most alternate artwork of any faction, as far as I know. I think there are like at least 4 or 5 different versions of Borgo. Let's see here. I'm going to go where I normally go. This gives me a +1 to my attack. I don't really think that that is very great for them. But all my guys are needing to be next to his base, so I'm going to put the base not in the corner. I don't even know who we're playing against. Let's see what happens here. I am done. Okay, we're playing against... All right. That's cool. He's in the corner. That's fantastic for us. Well, actually, it's not fantastic, but... So we got 3 possible places that we can place our guys to kick his butt. One of the first guys that comes out here is a ranged weapon, which is nice, because there's not many ranged weapons in there. So we can take this guy. We can actually... And he's got the ability to move as well. So we're going to take him. We're going to aim him right there. This will give him a +4 on initiative. So he'll be at 4 for initiative. And he'll be able to shoot and do a damage to him. So that would be good. The other way we can go is over here in the corner. But I'd like, since he's got movement, to keep him free to move around rather than to place him in a corner and lock him in. Yeah, I recovered from Gen Con. It was a hard couple of days. And I tell you, one of the bad things that happened at Gen Con, this is Borgo versus Moloch. One of the bad things that happened at Gen Con, at the very end, of course, I had to drive home, and it's several hours to drive home, so I needed to leave pretty quickly after we got done with our... I needed to leave pretty quickly after we closed down our booth. So we needed to pack up and get out. But the problem was the booth closed at 4, and there's a football team that let out at 4:30. And so I would have not have been able to make it home that night. So I had to actually take off a little bit early and leave all the terrible work of taking down the booth and everything to the rest of the guys. So I felt a little guilty, but I had been gone for 2 weeks going to different game conventions. So I felt guilty there too. I needed to see my wife. So I decided to go with the wife. All right, this guy's pushing me. I think we'll go here. Come on now. There we go. Got 33 tiles left. We got this guy that goes on a 3. So we could take this guy out for sure. We got a medic. I don't think I need him. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the medic. I'm not big on defense unless if I've got nothing else to do. I would rather do damage to him. I sold a lot of boxes. I did sell a lot of boxes. Funny that you say boxes, because that's what it's one of the things that I'd say. I got boxes for sale. So all kinds of sizes. I got green ones, I got blue ones, I got heavy ones. So I think this is good because this guy on a 4 is going to hit him, do 1 damage, and he's also going to hit here doing 1 damage. This guy on a 3 is going to hit him doing 1 damage, so he will never get his multi-attack off. So I feel really good about that. Also, we've blocked him from using his base to create more damage. Okay. Yeah, we had a good time. I sold a lot of alien artifacts, which is cool. One of my favorite games. And then I sold Olcloth, the whole thing, Moloch, Year of the Moloch, with all the expansions to people who had never played Neuroshima before. And I was just excited for them to be jumping in and to trust enough to go all in on that. So it was really cool. I mean, the package looks great. All the expansions are just super cool. If you've never heard about it, it's pretty neat to hear someone talk so good about them. All right, this guy is going to block. Oh, that's not good. We need to get him. How do we get him? We need to take him out on like a 4. Need a double attack or something. Oh, here's what we do. We're going to put that there. Yeah, this will all work. This will all work. Oh, that's not good. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of this +1 because we're gonna battle. I'm gonna take this guy and move him here, which will no, incorrect. I'm gonna take this guy and I'm gonna move him. Come here. Come over. No. Come over here. There we go. And turn this way. There you go. So that way he doesn't have armor. So he had armor that was going to block that 1. So now on a 4, I am going to take this guy out. This guy is not going to get taken out because he's got a shield. So what I'm going to do is take this and put it here. And I'm going to give those guys a plus to their attack. And then I'm going to battle. And I'm going to do all kinds of damage. Yes, start a battle. Woo! How about that? Yeah. I don't care. They did good damage. They did a great job. All right. So it's down to 16 and we still have 20. Hey, Von Rummel. Glad to have you back. All right, well, we got one place to put this. This guy's going to attack us on a 1. A 1. I got this guy. He can move. How do I want to move him? I can turn him to shoot this guy. Probably my best bet. I did selling boxes. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I am infamous for selling boxes. I think I'm going to take the 1 damage from him. And I'm going to take him out. Oh, I can't. He's got armor. I mean, he's got that shield up there. I can't hit him from here. Ugh. All right. Well, that means I have to, unfortunately. Oh, I have to do one of these. I have to select movement, movement, movement. What can I move? I can move my HQ. Isn't too helpful, I don't think. I think I'll leave that there. And I will instead could move this. That's not helpful. And take him. I can't take him out because I've only got a 1 attack. Ugh, that's frustrating. I forgot that the clown has armor as well. Oh, I can put him there on a 3. Okay, I can take the clown out. Okay, cool. I'll get rid of this movement. I'll actually move this guy here back to this space. Then I'll take this guy, move him there. So between him and him, we're going to do 2 damage and take the clown out before the clown ever goes off. We'll end up doing the damage to his base. He'll do 2 to mine and take out this plus, which I hate because I wanted to take this guy out as well. Can't do everything all at one time. But all in all, I feel good about taking out the clown. And we got 1 damage on him. He's got 2 damage on us. And we got 1 damage on his guy there. So that's not too bad. Can you make melee attack and distance attack more clear? To recognize them only because I play one board and I see new player could have problem with recognition. Never really thought. So this guy is, so the ranged is definitely different. So it used to be it was just a triangle or a very tight long triangle. And now you can see you've got the melee. If you look at the difference, melee is a triangle, and now ranged attack is this, I don't know what you call it. It's like a triangle, but then it points forward. So it is definitely a different icon now than before. So Murgatsu, if you update, maybe you'll see that. I don't know. It seems to be working pretty good. I mean, those are definitely, you can look right here. This unit has a melee right there, and this guy is a ranged attack. So for me, feel like that's doing what we want it to do. All right, there is a bunch of damage coming to me, and I cannot get close enough to him. So I am going to get rid of this. And then in a unusual move, I am actually going to move our base and separate from his guys. And then we have these guys to move. Shooting him is not going to help me because he has a shield there. Staying there is not going to help me because I'll get 1 damage. So I think what I'm going to do is start moving this way. Right now that'd just do 1 damage to him, and that's it, which isn't great. Oh, different colors. I see. Yeah, they've got a thing where there's kind of a color deal. It's not always true, but like if you look, this movement on this guy is a gold color. So that can happen in between things, whereas the silver ones, +1 and stuff like that, kind of happens during the battle. I don't know. But then like you have these shields and they're not an active thing. They are what they are. They are shields. And they're gold. So I'm not sure exactly what their color scheme is in their head, but in mine, I always think of the silver ones being things that happen during battle. So that's maybe what they're doing there. But I guess it could be a possibility, or at least like the outline, possibly. But the outline right now is black because each one of the tiles is a different color. So making it red would maybe blend in with the MOLOCH tiles and stuff, right? So we got so many colors. The neutral thing would be this silver or the gold. So I'm not certain. It's an idea. Let's see. I think we need to start clearing this out as well. I'm going to put this here because we got to get back into this area. And I need to have separation of these guys. Now, he could drop a bomb here and take out both of my guns. But I need to clear the aisle way for some more guys. Okay. Now, this is something, Murgatsu, that I will agree with you on, that it's difficult to read this. This one here, that particular bit looks a lot like how the old one looked for ranged attack. However, it is different now than these. And what this one does is it takes out everything in this area. So he's going to give my base 1 damage, and he's going to give this guy 1 damage, all at the same time. What to do? So I can throw a grenade at him. So grenades do 1 damage. Destroy 1 chosen enemy unit adjacent HQ may not... Oh, it destroys the enemy. Perfect. Let's destroy him. So I do that. And... need to do that on a 3. So I'll get rid of this. So I'm going to get rid of him. Bam. And then, yeah, the graphics, Murgatsu, if you look at the graphics on the game as printed, you'll see that they do have a thicker edge on them and whatnot. So the graphics on the printed game is a bit different than the app itself. They are trying to differentiate better with this. They are coming up with new graphics. So yeah, maybe thinking about those things would be good. Yeah, let's see. So now I've got this guy. He's going to, on a 4, attack him and him, taking them both out. This guy's not going to do a whole lot of good because of this. Again, I'm kind of thinking about separation. How do I move him? I think what I'll do is I'll move him back here a little further. That creates more separation because I'm worried about the bomb. It's Vader! Wow! Hey, Vader! Awesome. Glad to have you here, man. All right, we got a +1 initiative that got turned for no apparent reason. We got this guy who's going to go off on a 3, so obviously I'm going to turn him. I guess we can protect our base a little more. That movement isn't gonna help us. Feel like we should strike so that we can get some stuff done. I might even keep this guy. I can take this guy and turn him to this. That will protect him, though. Dadgummit. Let's think about that. Let's see. Oh, I can use him to take that out. That's what I'll do. Attach to Juggernaut, Armored Hunter, Mutant, Juggernaut. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I don't see, like, all these small triangles are all melee. This one is definitely not a small triangle, and like fairly easy. And you know that it's modified because it's got a green text instead of a black. So then you look for the modifier and you see that it's this right here. So if you could stop that modification, that would help. This one's got a green modifier, right? So it's a 1 now, and you know that it's been modified, and you look for the modifier for initiative and you see it's here. So, I mean, I think they've done pretty good with that. I mean, I'm not trying to argue with you, brother. I'm sure you got some good ideas. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to move them this way. That way, on a 3, he'll hit him, and he'll have to use this. And then I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to go here. And I think we'll keep him like that. And the reason is because he could put a guy here later. So anybody that he wants to put next to my base, I want to take him out. This is going to hit this guy here, and he'll do it on a 3 as well. Get that modification. So that would be cool. You know, I guess one of the things that I think about is when I move these things in place, like I moved him next to this base, but you don't see how that'll affect his initiative until after you place him. There's so much graphical possibilities with this thing. Anyway, it looks like I can clear out most of the crap around his base and hopefully get some damage on him next round. So let's do a battle and clear him out. There you go. So I didn't do any damage to his base. There wasn't really a good way to do it because he's stuck in a corner, right? So now he's got this guy aimed at this guy. It's not a big deal. They'll take each other out. That's fine. Whatever. He's got this guy pointed at me. For me, we got movement. So I can take that 3 out. I want to place this 2. I could move this guy in, which would be semi-helpful. I get more damage to him. So I could do a movement in this and get rid of the battle. That might be okay. I'll do that. But this guy doesn't have any defenses right now. I can trade with this guy, and that would be fine. But if I take this guy and put him here, I'll knock him out on a 2. Right? So, this guy doesn't have to do damage to him. So he could do damage to this guy or that guy. And I've got movement. So now, do I want to move this guy in? I've got movement on both of these guys. It doesn't make sense to keep on attacking him here because he's just going to kill him and he's going to kill him. So I don't know why I would do that. So instead, we're going to move him away to keep him from getting killed. I don't know that turning him any other way than this to get 1 damage on this blocker, kind of clear him out, would be a good idea. I got movement on this one, and I can easily take him and put him over here to attack there. And then I have movement. So this one will attack on a 3, so he'll take him out. So I don't have to necessarily move my base. I've got an attack here and here. Now he's got the bomb, and there's nothing much I can do about that. But I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to actually move him in to here. And hopefully do just a little bit more damage on his base. Now we're not doing any great damage yet. So kind of hate that, but it is what it is. All right, let's see how the damage is lined up. So this guy is going to shoot and hit my base. And he's going to shoot, and he does that on a 1. So I can aim at him. And I want a 2 on him. All right, well, we got some 2s now. Nice. This is a nice big one. We got to keep him for sure. Do we need... That's on a 2. I can make him a 3. I think I get rid of this 2. And I take this guy and move him away. There. And I move this guy this way, like so. So now this would be a 4 takes this guy out, a 3 takes him out. Now on a 3, this guy's going to attack. This guy on a 1 is going to hit me here. So I can take this 2 guy and start whittling on him and take him out on a 2. We got this guy. I can make him attack on a 3. Make him attack on a 3. I mean, I'm still going to get that 1 damage no matter what I do. So I can put him here to assure that I take this guy out. If he puts a blocker or anything here, we're kind of screwed. So I feel more confident in that. This 1 damage is going to happen anyway, because this 2 would become a 3. I feel like that's okay. Hey, it's Miss D. What's up? So, just waiting for the bomb to drop, sorta. We're doing okay. We got 15 on him. He's got 18 on us. So, we're still winning, but we're suffering a little bit here. Let's see. On a 3 and on a 2, so that stinks. He's gonna get double damage on us. Well, we can do 1 extra damage if we use him. Yikes. Yikes. We put that down, and he will go on a 3. It will take him out while he does damage to us on a 3. And that'll keep the 2 from attacking us. And also, yeah. So that's pretty good. I think we'll use him. The plus battle doing multiple damage isn't going to help us right now. Boy, I wish I could save it. I guess we're going to... I don't want him to get any more guys in behind us. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on the battle. Even though it probably is not the best. For us, it's not what I wanted. So I hit this. Bam. Bam. There you go. So, you know, that is going to happen. And there's I couldn't really do anything about that. So he's got 1 damage on everybody. But everybody around him is going to get him damaged too. So... A lot of death and destruction there. I feel like that was pretty good. In the end, it's 14-16, right? We did lose 2 and he lost 1, but see, here's the bomb. And now he's left with a guy pointing the wrong way. So I feel like in the end, we're okay. Now, oh, here we go. This guy. All right, well, we got to get rid of one of these. Now, this guy, we are going to have to take this out. This is just got to go for it. So this guy is going to go like so. So now he doesn't have any pluses to his attack. We've kind of locked him down. We're going to take him out. We're going to do 4 damage to him, get him down to a 10. He has locked ours down. That means that we're not going to attack anybody who's adjacent to us, and it removes the +1, which is so-so anyway. He's got pushes. He doesn't use pushes. That is a weird thing. And I've seen that multiple times, and I'm thinking to myself, why wouldn't you use a push? Like, you could use a push on this guy at least. But nope, he doesn't push him away from his base. All right, now we got another. All right, we get rid of the initiative. We take this and we put it here, which makes all those have +1 to their melee. So now we're going to do 6 damage to him. And we got this guy. Man, I wish there was a way to get rid of him. But instead, we'll just take this slow actor and we'll net the netter and take him out. So now we're unnetted because we have netted his netter. All right. He's got 2 tiles left. This is it. He's doing a battle. Well, there's our 4 damage, dadgummit. But we're doing some more damage there. We got 2 on him. Bam. Yep, phase 1. We take out his net. And he does 1 damage to our guy there. And we win 16-12. Yeah, at the end, sometimes he does a couple of strange things. I think one of them is pushes, Sometimes the net is a little strange, but I think the pushes are my biggest problem. I feel like he doesn't optimize the push thing. If you've got a guy on your base, you need to push him away from your base. That should be a priority. Yeah, it's on hard difficulty. So look, Von Rummel, I'm not doing easy anymore, and I ain't taking it easy on nobody. So we're going hard at it. Hard at it. Hey, listen, that was Neuroshima Hex. I love the new app. I can't wait to see all the armies. They're going to be adding all the armies. We're going to get one a month, and I know that's kind of a bummer because now we're down to just the basic 4, but they're building them back up, and we're going to have all the armies. So everything, including beasts and everything else. So it's going to take some time, but one a month, and we can all like rejoice when the new one comes out. So I'm excited for it. So let's see. I've got a couple of games I want to share with you. In my travels, there are a few that I've played that I think are worth noting. There were some things like I played Sidereal on whatever it is. I can't remember. Anyway, I played Sidereal, and it was really neat. It was cool. But man, that's a lot of game. It was, wow. You got to have a good game group to play that game. That is not light. It's not fun. You can't play with your wife. You need a group of people who are really into gaming to play that game. But let me show you a couple of the games that I think are worth noting. All right, so one of the first games I want to tell you about is So Clover. So the play on words for So Clever, we have these little square tiles that we're going to be putting on this clover, and you have to link them all. And I don't especially like the game just because it has the word link on the cover. I think that actually it's a fairly decent game. I don't like the scoring on it. This is set up to be a co-op so that everybody shares in the victory or the loss. And I am a competitive guy, so I want to play it more like medium, where everybody passes their clover that they made to the left, and then you share points. So if they get 3 of the 4 things right, you both get 3 points. Then the next time you do it again and you pass 2 to the left and you share points there until you've partnered with everybody around the table, and you call that a game, and whoever has the most points wins. And you might have to have a clover off. I don't know what that is, but anyway, let me show you how this plays. So I made this board, right? You just take a erasable marker and you write it right on the clover itself. And I have basically taken these tiles that have 4 words each, and I've used 4 of them to make this, and one of them is a red herring. It wasn't actually used to make it. So you look at each one of these and try to see what makes sense. So on this one, we have things like Moist, Guardian, Sunday, and Wolf. And you look at Propane, Jinx, and Aquarium, and you think, well, maybe it makes sense that an aquarium is moist. But then you look to either side, and it's Sunday, Jinx, or Guardian, Wink. I'm not sure. We'll just leave that. Moist makes the most sense out of all those. Let's see what else we have. We have a bowl, we have a mouth, we have blade, We have peace. So an aquarium, the fish aquarium, maybe it's a fish bowl. So maybe the bowl could be here. Jinx and a mouth. Not sure. Jinx and mouth. Jinx. It's kind of a hex kind of thing. When two people say the same thing. So maybe saying something. That could be it. Wink and peace. I don't know. Whoever made this up is kind of weird anyway. I think his name was Captain or something like that. But I'm going with bowl on that for sure. And we look at this one. We got I, which is probably wink, and C, which could be aquarium. So maybe this one goes right here. So we got I and C. And then maybe bowl and mouth. So we got C, bowl is an aquarium. I, wink, and mouth, jinx. And then you got Africa, liquid, patio, twins. Well, liquid could be propane. Could be liquid propane. Let's see. What's this one? This one's got fuel. Fuel is propane. Hook, roll, luck. So we could put fuel over here, but mouth hook is jinx. I don't know. Wink, luck. Not sure. Not sure where that one goes. And then we got this, right? Patio, twins. So it ends up being this, whether you guessed it or not. So mouth twins is jinx. My thought was two people say the same word, so it's twins. Their mouths are twins, if you will, so they're jinx. Patio fuel is propane. You got a propane grill. And luck and I is wink. The only reason I put wink on there is because of the I, and I thought, I don't know, like if a girl winks at you, maybe you're getting lucky. I have no idea, right? Just trying to come up with something that ties them both together. And then C and bowl, an aquarium, right? So that's the game. If you would have guessed all of them, you would have got, all the points, right? So that is this game. And this one wasn't used at all. So there it is. That is So Clever in a nutshell. Komorowski got propane. So the other one that we have is furnace. Furnace is a pretty streamlined, just straight ahead. It's an engine builder, and you're going to run that engine and you're going to make money. In the end, all you count, you don't care about how many other resources you make. The only reason you're making resources is so you can sell them to make money. So you want to make money in this. So there's a couple of mechanics to it. The first mechanic is this. If you put out these cards, and they all have special abilities underneath them that they can do. If you get them, you're going to use these bottom things to run your engine. However, along the top, you have things that you can do right now. So you all bid on these. So on if I were to bid a 2 on this and a 3 on that, somebody came along and did a 4 on this one and 3 on that, then what would happen in this case, there's other cards. You get 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the numbers you can put down. So in this case, he won the card with a 4. The yellow player won the card with a 4. But we get this resource 3 times. And since that's 2 coal, it would be 2 times 3. So we would get 6 coal. So we would take 6 coal resource, which we can use to run in our engine later. And in this one, it says that we get this card. So we would win the card, and that would go into our engine. So he gets this card because he was the one who voted on that, so he gets that card. So he's got these 2 cards. We got that card. We all start with a card as well that allows us to do upgrades on different ones. This is actually a starter card, I think. So some of these, you'll see there'll be gray in the bottom, and so you can't do that one until you upgrade it. And so there's a card that allows you to do upgrades, and so you can play those cards as well. So anyway, that's basically it. You've got the vote. You bid on cards. The cards that you win, you get. The cards that you don't win, you get to take the top action as many times as your bid was. And you take all these resources and you convert them into money. The end. That's the whole game. It is a straightforward game. And because it's straightforward, I really like it. The things that I don't like about it. Number one is all of these cards are nice, but they're buildings and they're sort of random buildings and they do things. And I don't know why this building does that thing, but it does. But there's no name on it. I don't know what that facility is. I don't know what that facility is. I don't know why, if I have this, I get a steal. Or if I upgrade it, I can take a coal and a barrel and get $6 for it. I have no idea. So what is that? Don't know. It's a building. So all of this seems disconnected. It's just random pictures of factories. And sometimes it's the same picture, but they do different things. So I feel like the theme is a little bit disconnected. Also, once you do these things several times, you can build different engines and you can do that several times. But I feel like eventually I'm going to kind of be like, ho-hum, I'm doing the same engine, right? There's quite a few cards here. So you've got that. You also have the ability to use different characters, which give you some benefits if you have them. But yeah, the theme is a little lacking on this one, and I feel like it may not have legs in the end, but I really enjoyed it. It says that it plays 2 players, but I think that this, because of the bidding mechanic, it really needs 3 players. 3 to 4 players is where I think the sweet spot's going to be on this. And I haven't played it enough to tell you, but I'm really worried about whether it has legs or not. They did make it language independent because there's not a label on that. But like I said, you got the same picture of the same building. They're doing 2 different things. I don't know that anything is connected. I don't feel the theme much at all, except industry, doing things. The artwork is nice, but without me knowing what it is, I'm not sure how that helps. Anyway, that's Furnace. I liked it, had a great time with it, worried about the legs, didn't think the theme was very good. But I really liked the mechanics and enjoyed it. This is the game. This is the one I really like. I think this has got legs. It's got a theme. I don't know, it may not be completely connected theme, but it's good enough for me. You're building a cathedral, and it is very good. This is the game to have. So each person has a few pieces for themselves. You also sort of have your own color, a matching color for each player. So you can have 4 players. But regardless of how many players you have, you're going to use all 4 of those dice. And then there's a neutral dice as well. And the deal is that you'll be able to move around a roundel the number of pips that are on each dice, right? And if it's your color dice or the white dice, you can spend money to move further. For each money you spend, you can move 1 pip further. So that's how that works. You can't do that with the other dice. If you were yellow, those would be the only 2 that you could use. These 3, you can't spend money. You have to move exactly their spaces. So you do have money, and you have some special cards here. I'm going to show you on your player board. You actually can, whenever you use a red dice, you can take a special action. So they have these special actions you can get when you say, hey, I'm going to start building this part of the cathedral. You might get something like this, and you would spend 2 money, and put this on here so that every time you use the red dice, you're going to get a purple gem as a resource each time you use the red dice. So all of a sudden you're getting these bonuses for the various dice. So that's kind of cool. And let me show you the roundel real quick. The roundel basically has 4 seasons that you're going to be moving around. And you take the dice from one spot and you move it around. And each one of these does something. So it'll have like this. If you go to this space, it'll get you gold. If you go to that space, it'll get you a green gem. There's that purple gem again. And so you have the dice, and if this dice is, roll a 1. Okay. So there's a 2 and a 3. So I can move this one 2 spots, right? So it'd be 1, 2. Or I can move this spot 3, 1, 2, 3. And the way that this works is if I move this 2, I get a green gem. And I can also have a special card here that gives you a bonus action. So each season also has a bonus action that you can take advantage of. You only get 1 green gem if there's a dice there. But if this 3 was already there, then when I move there, 1, 2, I would actually get 2 green gems because there are 2 dice there. So that's how that works. Then you pick these up, re-roll them for the next player, and then they get to choose to move whatever dice they want. And every time you move to a place where there's dice and you re-roll them, you got different pips, and it changes it each time. So that's it. And you collect your resources that way, and you use the resources to build the cathedral. The cathedral, it's probably easier just to show you the cards. Let's see here. I've got several, depending on the player count. So if you're playing a 3-player game, you would put this together. So you have 5 doorways at the bottom. Then you'd have a roof. You'd have 3 tower pieces and then a roof. 2 tower pieces and a roof, 3 tower pieces and a roof. So you're building these towers. So you have these different columns there. And the points are all based on, you get points as you play in the game, but you also get points for having majority in any of these towers. So the more of the tower that is built, the more points you get. And at the end, if you have more of any one particular tower, you will score that complete tower's victory points. If you're second, you score half. If you're third, you score half of that. So that's how that works. So each one of these are going to score people points. And those cards look like this. So this is one of the roofs. This is one of the doorways. So on this side it says, and you say, hey, I'm going to build this. So you put one of your little flags on there to say, I'm going to build it. Once you claim it, no one else can build there. By the way, when you claim it, that's how you get those special actions for using different dice. So when you claim it, you get the little special action, and then you start building resources on here. You need 2 brick, 1 rock, and 1 stone, and 1 gold. And if you bring all those resources there, you can actually flip this over, and now you've claimed a completed building, and that gives you some of the majority in this column. You also get 8 victory points, and you get 4 money to kind of help you along your way as you do that, right? So that's how each one of these are done. This one being a roof, you need 1 stone, 1 gold, and 1 jewel. And you don't get any money, you get 7 victory points. Now the victory points are kind of unusual too, although it doesn't really matter that much, but I want to show you this because I think it's a kind of a neat mechanism. So each one of the victory points, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, are those little crosses. But then they have prestige points. So if you're here at 13 and you get a victory point, you'll go to 14. If you're here at 13 and you get a prestige points, you go from 3 to 4. You go to the next prestige point. You could be at 18 and get a prestige point, and you would go to 5, right? So you got prestige points, and if you look at the overall on this. They're further apart at the beginning, and they're right next to each other at the end. Right? So pretty unique how that works. I don't know what else to explain to you. I just think that it's a great game. It plays pretty easy. It's fairly easy to sit down and explain once I get it set up and say, tell people how it's played and kind of help them along the way with the rules. And it's fairly competitive, fairly quick. I like the fact that someone can't steal the thing that you've been working on. So if you're trying to build certain resources to build a particular part of the building, you've already claimed that part of the building and they can't steal it from you. So you building resources for that, everybody understands that's what you're trying to do. So if anything, they might mess with the dice so that you can't, makes it harder for you to get the resource that you need. But Red Cathedral, I think, is one of my favorite games that's come out this year. It is a really nice package, and it's in a small box, and it seems like a really big game for such a small box. Yeah, I don't know, Komorowski, I'm not sure if it's a heavy Euro. I think it's a nice mid-weight. I think it's about maybe a 3. Might be a 3.5. But, it's nothing compared to some of, like, if we were to play, I don't know, Birmingham or something like that, right? Any of those games, like, those are heavy, right? This is lighter than that. The idea of the roundel and moving the dice to take an action, the actions are fairly simple. You've only got so many choices, so it's pretty cool. There's a fair amount of tactic thing built into it so that you can't always just be working on a strategy. But I kind of like that. You have to make choices on the fly. What's the best choice from where I'm at? I've got an overall strategy, but which tactic helps to play into that overall strategy for me right now? So I might want to delay gratification in one part in order to take advantage of a situation that's available to me right now. And I really enjoyed that. So anyway, that is Red Cathedral. And nope, didn't do Reichelt. Nope. You're waiting to the end of the month to buy games. That's awesome. Yeah, well, I couldn't find it for a while, and then I was able to get it. So, and I played it at Dice Tower Retreat and was just like, oh man, this is awesome. So I really liked it. Like I said, Furnace, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's got legs or not. It's the same thing as So Clover. I think it's like sort of the latest party game, and will be fun for a while. You can always break it out with family and things like that. Have a quick filler, that kind of thing. I can do it at a pub. It's fun. It's fun. So anyway, I just wanted to share those things with you. It's glad to be back. And I can't wait to explore some more Neuroshima with you guys. I'm excited for some of the new armies that will be coming out in the following months. So we got Beasts are released, and I've got a copy of Beasts, and I kind of want to go over that with you guys as well. So I think maybe next week that's what I'm going to kind of focus on is Beasts, and also the campaign mode for Year of MOLOCH. So so until next time, and we'll talk about all those things. All right. You guys be good. Have a good, safe week, and I'll talk to you next time. Adios.